Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news of drop all over the world. So for now, I must start today's morning show. Alright, so reports will reach us from Sports Mole. Now the fact say Bayern Munich don't reach out to Julian Timber's camp over a potential move. Say they would like to sign Julian Timber and they won't gauge in interest level. Whether Ingo they interested in joining them in the summer. Yes. Because when you look at the headline, Bayern Munich reached out to Arsenal defender camp over potential move. Yes. So when you read the entirety of the report, you can see Bayern Munich are one of the clubs who have reportedly shown interest in Arsenal defender Julian Timber. Yes, the Dutchman arrived at the Emirates Stadium for a fee of 34 million. Yes. So, and because of say he can play across multiple positions. So now, according to the report from Court of Side, the Bavarian Giants have reached out to Timber's camp to gauge his willingness to move to Germany. So them they interested in signing him. So the reports also add that there is no chance of Timber leaving Arsenal anytime soon, as Gunners are also preparing to offer him a new contract. Yes, that is true because not too long ago, Sammy Mokbel of the BBC Sports actually reported, say after Arsenal wrap up William Saliba deal, they wrap up Bukayo Saka deal, they won't wrap up this Julian Timber. In fact, they've already opened talks with him to let them know where their mind. They say, we won't give you another bumper contract. This guy contract will expire in 2028. So nobody say in a 1 year time or thereabouts. And this guy don't keep Ben White out. Ben White will be saying now a senior man for that right back. Instead when they get injury issues, this time I go play today, no go play tomorrow. So but Timber is Mr. Reliable. In fact, at some point somebody said, Sachuk, you know that this Timber is like an unsung hero. They know they really sing in praises. People don't really see the work ethic this guy puts in. This guy they shut down very, very dangerous wingers. They keep them quiet. He is very, very difficult to beat. The guy they try you, they really try, and they put himself in some juicy positions to actually score goals, and sometimes in the day unlucky. He could have scored, yes. So I just be happy. So we get a very, very good defense. We get Timber follow, very key member of that defense. They do so well. So personally, do I think anybody can come and take him from Arsenal? I don't think so. Just like what Arteta they talk for William Saliba on. Say there are not many teams that can come and snatch Saliba away from the grasp of Arsenal. They know plenty, yes. And as so Timber be, the level we did now, it is our turn to rule the EPL. And so me I say, it is our turn now. So all these players with the Arsenal, all of them want to stay alive. They know what it is up. You see, we have one of the best squads in the world right now, as in now presently like this. Nobody won't come on here because they can smell the success. They can smell it that it's coming. And I am highly optimistic that this season, the story of this season will never write and finish. Now, did you even know, say, for the match you will play against West Ham, anytime we Declan won't go play corner, or won't go play any free kick, or anything way near the West Ham fans, they go to sing song for Ramo. Say, a big club. You should have gone to a big club. You should have gone to a big club. They just sing for the guy. But at the end of the day, Declan Rice, being the gentleman that he is, when he scored against West Ham, he did not celebrate. He did not celebrate out of respect because he is who he is today because of West Ham. But for some reason, I don't know why the fans they vex for him. Why didn't they boo him? Why did they sing all those kind of songs for him? They got enough money from his sale. Money where they invested to the club, they buy more than 3 or 4 players with the money from Declan Rice. So why are they unhappy with him? I don't really know. Maybe not those who really, really love and the fans, know don't be fans' favorite, so they know they're happy saying leave. Yes, well, that one now their own cup of rice. Now, away from that. Also, after the game we'll play against West Ham, so Declan Rice self can go for Instagram. Talks after scoring in the Arsenal victory over his former club West Ham, because an important win going into the break. Yes, I see many Arsenal players where they discuss for social media how the match they go. Sandy myself puts Bukayo Saka post. Everybody they post it. Every trust herself type for social media. Everybody's happy because truly an important win. In fact, before I talk about this picture, do you know that the next match Sepo won't play against Fulham? That Fulham now still another team where they always disturb us, and we need to use the same cane. Oh, they flog Newcastle, flog West Ham, use and flog them, because then said now one of all those things we say anytime they see us, they will come alive. Many Arsenal players did there, ex-Arsenal players did there, and they wouldn't want to lose against us. Even that goalkeeper, not be there, no the key. So they have a lot of people who resent us, but regardless, and also they go away. I think their home is Craven Cottage, so we are going there and see how we will take scatter that cottage, destroy them. You get? We need to give a good showing, because we go first Liverpool play again once we don't come back from international break. After we play, Liverpool will come play Manchester United, and Man United don't pick form. They don't get now. They don't score now. You get? This Sesko don't score 2 goals. That's why they don't compare them to Gyökeres and say Gyökeres don't overplay many minutes. Yet, how many non-penalty goals he don't score? You see, they don't call them non-penalty because one of the goals have not penalty. So now 2 non-penalty he gets with Benjamin Sesko, which is why Gyökeres need to up his game. He need to score. Basically banter, because even though score, they go use banter finishers. So when try and see how he will take score. Now, coming back to this thing where Arteta they talk about Gyökeres, because that's still about how far your boy know the score. I did see him. Arteta can talk say after the game against West Ham, I just went there and hugged him. That's Gyökeres. I just went to hug him and I said thank you, because the work that he does is unbelievable for the team. The way he stretches the back four and the spaces he opens. I mean, today, how he hasn't scored a goal, I don't really know, because he was in juicy positions. Even he get one square play with them square play, what is anything on choking leg, he slide the leg and touch him. Like, my happiness is say he don't enter the game. Unlike before we just start the league, we say he just the passive, he just stroll up and down. Now he's an active member in the game. Yes. Ball they touch him, they touch ball, he hold up play, confirmation to 100. Nobody they have video one, yes. But scoring. So me, I go still get patience with that. As long as in presence, they create space for other people. Yes, I'm all for that. But I know say it will still come good. That one I'm sure. We still have many games to go. We don't play 7 games already in the league. So we are looking at like 31 games to go. So games plenty. So but maybe just start to score, you get. Maybe we'll score 20 goals like we expect, maybe we'll score 30 like we expect, but that's fine. As long as it still contributes in your quota. And there me idea. So main contributes in your quota. We are good to go. Now we say Bukayo Saka don't get 100 goal and assist contributions in his last 200 games for Arsenal. They're going to talk about other players for Arsenal will also reach 100 Premier League goal contributions. So people will do them before Bukayo Saka. They are looking at the likes of Thierry Henry, Dennis Beckham, Van Persie, Ian Wright, Theo Walcott, Cesc Fabregas, Robert Pires. Now Bukayo Saka don't join the list of all these great players who don't play for Arsenal. Yes, instead don't match their feet. Yes, because they're very easy. Now there's a video trending. Before Bukayo Saka played that penalty, Gyökeres is telling something. You get close mouth, they tell something. Now I can speculate. Say Gyökeres now say, "Alpha, I'm not gonna play the penalty now. Alpha, hey, you can't play the penalty." So that lad say, "Because I can't respond. I can say no, me I won't play more. This one I my 200 game. I won't score." Yeah. So I think that Gyökeres just walk go one corner. To Rosa say contest Saka, Alpha give me plan. Then Saka can say no, me I won't score. So Saka can play the penalty. By the end of the day, we won. That's the most important thing. Now, when you look at the reports put out by the ESPN, I watched their podcast this morning, and they were talking about the Arsenal West Ham 2-0 win. Now, the first of all talk about Liverpool. After they talk about Liverpool, they're going to talk about Arsenal. Everybody they blast Liverpool. Even the Steve Nicole, the one on the left there, will be a Liverpool fan. Instead they blast Liverpool that they really do well. In fact, he don't talk and say the way Arsenal they go now. See, because now Arsenal they lead. So instead, because they ask me a question, they say to lead and to be chased, which one they harder, which one they easier? Say when Arsenal did second, the pressure wasn't much on them. They were the part of the chasing pack, but now they are leading the pack. So can Arsenal lead with the enormous pressure that will be on them? So Steve Nicol called talk say the Arsenal wey don see now, no be Arsenal of the other how many years ago dem bottle the league. But they, at some point they were tapping Man City like 8 points and they bottled the league. This is not the same team. This is a different team that have the character, they have the mentality and the ability to get this thing done. Yeah. So now wetin Steve Nicol dey talk, I see they talk at me, I don't dey watch, I don't dey laugh, I say confirm. I never know wetin dey come yet. So now we are leading the pack. Before Liverpool will finish their next 5 games, and we will finish our own. All things being equal, if I want to project, I can tell you for free, say will gap Liverpool like 5 points. 5 points, because by the time they go play Man U, that Man U expect them to drop points, but that match will be normal match. They say Man U and Liverpool normal, they get very. Yeah. So that match will tie apart. Man just say make them settle for 0-0 draw. Yes, make them collect the draw. Now, then we'll still go away to Brentford. And when you go to the G-Tech Community Stadium, the home stadium of Brentford, that's not an easy place to be. That's not an easy place. Then before you come say they go Aston Villa, but then they go host Aston Villa, they go Aston Villa. Don't forget they are still going away to Manchester City at the Etihad. And this present Manchester City, if they catch this present Liverpool, for the Etihad, this Liverpool when they play basketball, if they catch them, like I don't visualize how everything will end up. As long as we too we get our own jobs done, we get to be the likes of Sunderland, Fulham, all those little teams, we dispatch them with ease. If we do it, everywhere good, and they may this year. Now, away from that, so we can just say Arsenal they monitor one player. This is according to Fabrizio Romano and then Gazzetta dello Sport. Okay, not even that report. Okay, we are coming to that one. So this particular one, I say why Flamengo they monitor Gyökeres. See they would like to sign him. You know, say Arsenal already slapped 30 million for his head. Anybody that's interested to sign him should come and take him. Everton is in the race. What is it called? AC Milan is also in the race. So then they're interested in signing this Gyökeres. So all things being equal, you don't they touch grass already, don't they kick grass. So very soon now, will they all fit? They will try and find schedule for January because the World Cup is on the horizon. And everybody wants to play in the World Cup. So it will day in your favor, in your best interest. Say you find square root for January. And to come stay here, come for bench, the end of the season, he might not get selected. Now, the story I wanted to talk about, Fabrizio Romano confirming Arsenal interest in one Real Madrid starlet. Now, who is this guy? According to Court Offside, Fabrizio Romano revealed that Arsenal hold an interest in La Fabrica talent Victor Valdepenas. So this guy, like 18-year-old, they play center back, left side center back. So they say the guy now very, very high prodigy. So Arsenal said get interest. Where the guy did they would like to sign him, they thought, go, just a watch. I be now for the future, maybe they bring a company for our academy. Now I saw this story on the Daily Express. They say Andre Berta eyes next transfer after Bukayo Saka handed new role. But when I read this story, I can't see another story within inside this story. So now I want to come focus on. Now, when you read the entirety of that report, you stumble upon this portion. Arteta boasts the highest win percentage of any Arsenal manager in history, 59% win ratio. But what separates him from people like Arsene Wenger is his lack of major trophies. When I saw that, I was taken aback. I said, you see, and the contract say this is something Arteta hopes to rectify this season. You see why the talk say this Arteta is a very, very good manager. Very, very good manager. Yes. You see some of the people they talk Arteta is a baby coach, Arteta this, nobody they mention that in the game where don't keep quiet. Arteta did first. Most of the time, now say they don't give Arteta the equipment we need to succeed. And at the same time, even when he does have that equipment, injuries they affect him. Last two seasons, we had a very, very good, a decent first 11. But the second 11, now there can be our Achilles heel. If something do Bukayo Saka, you don't go get any decent replacement. Something do Odegaard, you go to sweat. Something do maybe Gabriel Magalhaes or maybe Saliba, you go to cry. Yes. These are the issues, or these were the issues rather that we faced last season. And they have been corrected by our number one sporting director in Andrea Berta this season. We don't have a very, very good sense. So the best thing why they wish for this Mikel Arteta is for him to win laurels. Not one, not two. If God will do it for us, make him win a treble this season. because this is our time to shine. So nobody can stop us. Now the way me I say you get. So I know Arteta is going to win stuffs, but only God will know whether. Well, I don't have a crystal ball to look at the future and say, okay, now this season. But I'm projecting that it will happen this season. Now, the TNT Sports going to look into Liverpool's 7 games, where they win or lose in the 80th minute this season. Now, the game against Bournemouth, they won that game in the 88th minute. The game against Newcastle, they won it in the 90th plus 10 minutes. Game against Arsenal, 83 minutes. Game against Burnley, 90 plus 5. Atletico Madrid, 90 plus 2. Crystal Palace, 90 plus 7. They lose that one. Chelsea, 90 plus 5, they lose that. When you look at all these things, you don't need a soothsayer or a visionaire to tell you that Liverpool have been very, very extremely lucky. And now what is Steve Nicol? Why they mention Steve Nicol? Is it Steve Nicol? Is it Carragher? These are two of the biggest Liverpool fans who I know for this punditry business. And they like to talk down on people. This same Steve Nicol, when they cry now, when they lament now about Liverpool. If you listen to what he said in the preview of the game, he said you don't expect Chelsea to do anything. So Liverpool will beat them. At the end of the day, now they cry, now they complain, say Slot is clueless. Slot is shaky. I just they laugh. I still they find Jamie Carragher video about Nevasia. They Carragher talk about this game, and they look for him. I see Gary Neville say Liverpool creative players are useless. I seen they use heavy words. Who would have thought? This same Gary Neville that said Liverpool, that this, that will come out and say they have useless players. Who would have thought? But that's how life is. So anything can just change in the twinkle of an eye. So more just watch. We make we be focused. We will not let all these praises enter our head. Yet more just the very, very focused. Now, Jimmy Redknapp, when we talk about this Chelsea, because Chelsea get injury as in they get injury issues. So they say winning the World Cup was huge for this team, but it has come at a cost because Chelsea players don't really get enough rest. They go play Club World Cup, and it is something that has affected them this season. If you look at the injury list, we don't reach that maybe 12 players or 15. So now where they suffer from now? So well, that one don't really concern us. They don't already help us do what to ask them to do. So if they let me they get 1 million injury. When we got our own injury yesterday, she really they are happy now. So now so it just be. Now Charles Watt's going to talk say that yesterday match. Say we win, but him feel say we were not clinical enough. We could have scored more. We were in Declan. Say him feel say we could have scored more. While you will be right, Charles Watts. Yes, we could have scored more. But at the same time, the two who score, Moko manage and Moko Karani go front. After all, we nullified this West Ham threat. West Ham had 0 shot on target, 0 shot on target, and 3 shots off target. You get the point? We had about 20 shots in that game. 20. We created 4 big chances. Our XG in that game was about 2.8, which means we're supposed to score like 3 goals. You get, but at the end of the day, we will manage the 2-0, we'll carry and go. You get, that's very, very important. Even if the 1-0-7, we'll carry and go. So it's very, very key. Now, let's bring the message from one of our sponsors, Mobile World Associates and Co. Limited. So they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day, the fact is Postmo. They let us know say Bayern Munich don't reach out to Julian Timber camp over a potential summer move. But we never hear their response. But the expectation is that then we'll tell Bayern Munich say they know they're interested, because Simba is already in talks with Arsenal over a new contract so that they can increase his salary, well deserved, because the guy don't really puts in the work for us, and they're very, very happy with him. So with that being said, I think it's a prime place for us to call the show and end. Like, come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like, get out and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Ciao.